So I released a video to do a repair of this Flip 6 unit. However, it was pointed out to me that this is actually, in fact, a fake. I had no idea. I've updated the video. I hope you enjoy. Okay, what do we have in store today? Well, it is the Flip 6. I did a Flip 3 on the channel, which I think was the second video I ever did. And that was a nightmare, so I'm hoping that this one is a lot easier. I have no idea what this one does or doesn't do, so let's get into it. And there it is. Got the speakers at the side and a USB port. I wonder if that's for firmware. Looks like a card slot. Probably a charging port. I'm not sure what that is. Oh well, let's see if it's... Oh. Something not quite right there straight away. The button, there doesn't seem like there's anything underneath it. I can feel something there, but not with this one. And I've actually just spotted something. See if you can see what it is. It's broken there. So I wonder if this has got something underneath it that's cracked or something like that. I think we need to get into it. I'm hoping that this one looks like it should just come apart here. Ah. Oh, okay. Sometimes these just don't. They're a real nightmare to get into, but I think I maybe need another one of these. If I have such a thing. I don't, but I'll use this. I shouldn't really use metal, but wow, that was super easy. Oh my goodness, that's incredibly easy. That was amazing. Right, is that screws in there, I wonder? Yes, it is. I seem to remember the Flip 3 took forever to get that off. It's still available on the channel if you want to watch it. Well, there we go. Oh, what's happened here? There's the battery. Well, let's just zoom in a bit. That has just been... There's something missing here. If this comes out. It's been ripped off. I've just put a little bit of tape on this so that I know that that's the top one. And that should come out. And it's not there. I mean, I can't hear it. Where would that have gone? I think we could maybe fix that with a little bit of glue, because you can't see it there, but clearly it's there. I think what we need to do is take this off before it rips off or does any more damage to the board. So it has here, it has pulled the trace up. So what I need to do is get the soldering iron on, and we'll take the battery out of the way. There we are. And yeah, you can see that trace has come off there. We can tidy these up. Okay, I think what we'll do is, in preparation for getting these switches, I think we'll take this battery off. Right, we could actually check the voltage in this and see what we've got. So 4 volts, actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. Now the reason I take that off is because I want to clean up these connectors. So I'm going to put it back in there, save it moving about so much. So we've prepped the board ready. It'd be lovely to think that if we just put those two on, that would be it. I think if we have a look at this now, you can barely see it. It looks fine. I think we just need to put a little bit of glue across this bit here to strengthen it. Just build up a little bit of a couple of layers. This stuff should be fine. Okay, so the new parts are here and we're going to try and fit a couple of these. Now there's probably nothing wrong with this one, but we'll probably, I do notice that some of the connectors on it are a little bit out of place. So I think we'll just put 2 new ones on. So we've got the 2 bits there, and I think they just go in like that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just apply a little bit of solder to each of these points. One down, one to go. Now this one's slightly more tricky because of this pad, but I think if we take it easy, should be okay. And there we are. The battery is to go in here as well, so battery will go in there. No. And that goes under there. Okay. This bit. Now we've put the glue in here and it's been sitting here for a few days, and I think it looks good now. You know, it's not going to be perfect. There's still that little bit, but when you push it down, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, let's put this on now. Let's see. Is it the right way? No, it looks like it can only go on one way, which is good. And then usually you just have to pull these round. There we go. It's all back together. Let's connect it to Bluetooth. Now, I don't know if you can hear that. But there is a tremendous noise coming from this. which I'm pretty sure is not normal. Let's go to music. I can still hear that clicking noise in the background. The button doesn't seem to do anything. You have to hold it down. I don't know if that's normal. That's probably for linking them. And then you pause it, you get that horrible noise. Yeah, I mean, the sound is not that brilliant. It's quite tinny. There's not a lot of bass to it at all, despite having these radiators on the side. And you can't use the JBL app to connect to it. Okay, let me take you through the different things that I think shows that this is a fake speaker. Now, some of this information I've gleaned from searching online. Don't take this as absolutely correct. There may be some issues or errors. So looking at the box, I've seen a few different boxes online and they all look larger than this. They fold out and open out. This is quite a basic box. I think there's supposed to be a serial number on it somewhere, but there doesn't appear to be on this one. So that could be the first sign. Now, I have seen online that I've watched some videos about the differences between the real ones and the fake ones. And there does seem to be different versions of it. So some have some bits, some have others. So you just have to make your best kind of guess as to whether it is a genuine one or not. Now, I've seen some that have stickers on here. I don't know if this is a sticker or not. In fact, it could be a sticker. Let's see if this is a... Yeah, like... I can't imagine that that would be normal. These are made of metal. It's not plastic or anything. So yeah, that looks like it's come off. Somebody's just stuck these on. Maybe they were in the packaging. This will be the same. Just comes off. Yeah. I think the real logo does actually have, it's like a red outline on it. So I wonder if these have just been stuck on as well. Yeah, there you go. So these are clearly, you can see that they're not in line there. So I wonder if these just came in the box with it. I mean, this is not a... I'm just going to take these off. So there we go. This is... let's go mad. Let's just take this one off as well. And this one. I'm quite annoyed that I paid this much money for it and it's fake. So, yeah. So yeah, the other thing is that the genuine one doesn't have this USB thing in here either. I don't know why they have that there. If you just press the button, it doesn't come on. You have to hold it down. It's the same for the volume up and volume down. You have to hold these down for them to work. And as I showed earlier, there's the noise when it's powered up, when it's connected to Bluetooth. So there we are. It's easy to get into though, you know. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.